Hi dears, today we are going to deal with My Mother at 66. It's a poem written by Kamala Das. Poet Kamala Das later became Kamala Suraya. Also, she writes in the name Madhavi Kuti. She is known as a confessional poet. Here it goes. It's almost a sentence. Really, the whole poem is a sentence. It starts so. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked at young trees sprinting, the Murray children spilling out of their homes, but after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her wan, pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. Let us look at the symbols and imagery over here. 66 is a number which represents the nurturing nature or the maternity. It also represents relief, optimism, feeling of relationships and family life. It is a symbol of the universe. Ancient magicians performed 6 acts of magic, creating peace, deluding, immobilizing, creating enmity, ruining an enemy, and causing death. Again, it has relation to time. There is reference to time imagery because it's in the multiple of 6 that we always have time 60 seconds. We'll make 1 minute, 60 minutes makes 1 hour, and naturally we know that 24 hours. Again, another multiple of 6 makes 1 day. Now let us look into another one, that is how she has used 6 as a symbol. The number 6, it's a representation of human mind. According to the Puranas, the mind is the 6th organ, sense organ, and there are 6 faculties. They are reason, emotion, thought, awareness, knowledge, and intelligence. The 6 enemies or the impurities considered are lust, anger, greed, pride, delusion, jealousy, according to Bhagavad Gita. The cause of our bondage and liberation is mind, and so 6 is a symbol which represents that. A mind that is out of control or under the control of the aforesaid 6 impurities is the cause of our bondage and suffering. And also we know that the mind that is pure and withdrawn from the senses into itself is an ideal means for achieving self-realization. Look at the age of the mother here. Mother is 66. She is in an age when she is withdrawn from the senses and is trying to reach and achieve self-realization. And it also shows maturity. And she is a person who might have been experienced in the field of reason, emotion, thought, awareness, knowledge, and intelligence. So she has used symbols very beautifully. The symbol of green trees here is this. Green usually represents, and the trees also, they represent growth, growing, and growth is through seeds and new saplings are formed. Here new generations are coming. So here the green trees and the spilling children are shown together. Again, green tree shows fertility. Along with it also the forward movement. It signifies its vitality, the importance in the life. Without children, we cannot go further. It's a universal symbol of strength and growth. It also shows spirituality and life. So she has used here the symbol of children. Now let us look at the symbol of moon. The midwinter moon. That is what she speaks about. What does moon really symbolize? Moon again symbolizes fertility, life, and also death. Here she is bringing both life and death. Mother is alive, but her face is ashen like that of a corpse. She also symbolizes, or the moon also symbolizes, the symbol of changing seasons. So here the change of the season is shown from her mother's face. December moon, it's also cold moon or winter moon. It's a time of rebirth. That's a time when the longest hours of darkness is celebrated, or is the rebirth of the sun is celebrated. So here there's going to be a newborn or a new birth, and that's why the mother in her old age can be considered as a late winter's moon. Now let us look at the color, how it represents, how she uses the color Asian color or ash color, that is grey color. Grey represents neutrality and balance. The color, the meaning of that color is, it is a shade between white and black. Grey color also indicates old age. It can be an indication of negative vibes because it shows us loss, the loss of our youth. The absence of color is there, absence of feeling can be there. It's a dull, and also it shows death and decay. Now going back to the poem, which is full of imagery, let us once again see it. She is going to Cochin, where we have the airport, which is completely solar generated. That's the airport at Nedumasheri, somewhere near Cochin, in Kerala. And she is moving from her place, Malappuram, which almost 2 districts away from her place. So driving from the parents' home to Cochin, she is reaching the Friday morning. She saw that her mother was sitting beside her. Even at that old age, her mother was there with her to see her departing. Beside her, she is dozing, she is sleeping, open mouthed. While traveling, she has really kept her mouth open. She is tired and kept her mouth open. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. Corpse is a dead body. Can you imagine somebody comparing the mother to a dead body? So here she is shocking us. And she's realizing with pain that she was as old as she looked. The usage is so wonderful that she's as old as she looked. She looked old and she's as much old. So she's 66. But soon she put that thought away because that will lead her to the feeling that her mother will die soon. So instead, she looked out at the young. She's bringing a contrast over here. She's looking at the young, the trees are sprinting over there, and the Murray children are spilling. They are spilling out of the homes as if it's a bottle full of water. And they are energetic, highly dynamic. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, she's turning back to look at her mother, who is there at the doorsteps or threshold. And I looked again at her, wan and pale. She's wan, tired. It's a WAN, and as we all know, that's W. It's a bilabial sound, unlike van, which is used as a labiodental sound. So here, wan, tired, and pale, also looking white or bloodless. And she's looking as a late winter's moon, which has already been explained to us. And that familiar ache. She's feeling that familiar ache at this age also. That's a childhood's fear. When she was very small, maybe her mother would have left her when she's going to the school, or maybe when she was around 6 months old, or she might have been 1 year old, when her mother will be really playing hide and seek with her, she'd have had that familiar ache, that feeling that her mother will vanish. So in the same way, all she said was that, see you soon, Amma. And all I did was smile and smile and smile. Amma is a usage in Malayalam, language Malayalam for mother. So what she did was that all I did was smile and smile and smile. She's repeating the terms because she couldn't do anything else other than smiling. And now let us go to the questions over here. I have added some questions for you. It's so. How does Kamala Das try to put away thoughts of her aging mother? This question has come in 2014. What was a poet's childhood fear? 2014 again. Why is mother compared to late winter's moon? Another question. And the question can also be, point out the figures of speech in the poem, or what can be the figure of speech in various lines, or it can be, why does she say the trees are sprinting and the Murray children spilling? That shows the energy level and that the youth, she's contrasting. Why she her mother compared to a late winter's moon? Her mother is compared to a late winter's moon because she's very tired and the darkness is already long, darkness is going to follow, and maybe a rebirth of the sun. Maybe she's going to have a new birth as per the Hindu mythologies. Look at a simile which is used here, and metaphor, personification and repetition, which are the various figures of speech which she has utilized here to decorate a beautiful poem. And simile is this, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that part she's using simile because it's a direct comparison. She was as old as she looked. Again, a comparison here. So, simile. I looked again at her, wan and pale as a late winter's moon. Comparison, direct comparison, so it's a simile. Now, let us come to metaphor, which is indirect comparison. The Murray children spilling out of their homes. The Murray children spilling out of their homes. Spilling out of the homes, they are considered as water, droplets of water. So here it's an indirect comparison. Personification, the young trees sprinting. The trees are given a human quality over here, and they are sprinting, moving, jumping, or going forward, accelerating. So here personification. Repetition, she is using the word smile and smile. Both smile and is used repeatedly, and repetition to show this smile and smile and smile. I hope you enjoyed the poem, which is a beautiful poem, and it is just one sentence, and I hope you'll try to learn more about it. With another video will come soon. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.